Hey guys, here are 2/2.5 gory looks that you can try for yourselves. They are really quick and really easy to do, so if you are interested and you want to figure out how to do them, then keep on watching and I hope you enjoy. Start by applying Vaseline over your eyebrow. Then paste some liquid latex onto your face in whatever design you want it to be, and then apply a ripped up piece of toilet or tissue paper on top of the latex to stick it down, and then go over this with some more latex to seal it into place. And then basically just create a collage of liquid latex and tissue or toilet paper on your face into whatever design you want it to be. If your design does, however, go over your eyeball, then do be very careful with the liquid latex around your eye area. So I do actually have my design going over my eye for the time being, so I usually just like to go around the outside area of the tissue with liquid latex instead of over the eye as well. You may not have noticed, or you may have noticed, and might be wondering why my face looks slightly sunburned. If you continue watching this video, then you will see why. It's wonderful. Beautifully, beautifully gory. So enjoy. Then if you have any leftover latex on your finger once you have finished your design, go ahead and tap it onto your skin and the edges of your design to create a stippled, marled, kind of rotting effect. You'll see in a second. Just trust me, it looks pretty cool. Apply foundation onto your latex and tissue and the surrounding areas as well to blend it into your skin. Then, starting in the center of your design, start to rip a hole into the latex and tissue and start ripping it outwards to create a tear in your face. Then going in with a light grey eyeshadow, buff this around the entire outside area of your design to integrate it into your skin, making sure not to forget the extra bits of latex that we tapped onto our skin after. And then go over the same area with a dark grey eyeshadow. And then do it all over again with red eyeshadow. Add red paint onto the inside of your torn flesh, as well as adding this onto the inside and outside of your skin flaps. Also, if you are using this paint over your eyelid, then make sure that it has dried before you start looking around, as you will run the risk of it creasing. And just hit pan on my red paint. It makes me sad. R.I.P. Sort of, but not really. Line the edges of your design with black paint, and then blend all of that madness together. Let all of that dry and then stipple on black and red paint at random places before blending it all together. Then with a small amount of black paint on your fingers, go ahead and wipe your fingers over the skin flaps to create a little bit more depth. Add some extra shading into those extra latexy bits that we made. And then you can finish the look here unless you want to add a little bit more gore, in which case follow on with the next step, which is basically just to add a hell of a lot of blood. So add your blood onto the inside of the tear, the outside of the tear, onto your little latexy bits, around the edges, coming out of your ear, you know, wherever you feel it would look best for your particular look. So just, you know, go gory, or don't. I don't know. It's up to you, you know? And this is the final look for look number 1. Keep on watching if you would like to see how to gouge your own eye out. Safely, that is. Not really. Alright, gouged eye in less than half an hour, including drying time. Do this. Start by applying Vaseline over your eyebrow. Then rip a piece of toilet paper or tissue paper into a circular shape so that it fits over your entire eye socket. You want it to go above your eyebrow and down towards your cheekbone. That way you'll be able to open your eye underneath this look so that it isn't too uncomfortable. Holding your tissue in place with one hand, use your other hand to apply liquid latex around the edges of the tissue to stick it into place. Just make sure that for the first layer you are applying the liquid latex to the outside edge only. And a useful tip for all of you guys, make sure to keep your eye closed underneath the tissue until all of this has completely dried. Liquid latex has quite strong fumes, so it might be very uncomfortable if you open your eye whilst the liquid latex is still wet. Then wait a few seconds for the liquid latex to slightly dry before repeating the process over again. However, this time, make sure to apply liquid latex over the entirety of the tissue that you've just laid down. Then do the same thing again for the third and final time, but this time you do not have to wait for the liquid latex to dry underneath. Just stick your tissue on top of the wet liquid latex to stick it down, and then paste over this with some more liquid latex to set it all in place. Then wait for it to dry. Then go over the area with foundation to blend it in with the rest of your skin, paying particular attention to the outside edges so that you can get a nice subtle gradient from the liquid latex and tissue concoction onto your natural skin. Then going in with black paint, create your missing eyeball and then blend this paint outwards. Lose your purple paint and then find your purple paint. Dab purple paint onto the outer edges of your latex to create bruising. And then fill in the gap between the bruising and your missing eyeball with red paint. And then blend this all together. Then you can always go in with the brush or sponge that you use to apply the foundation and take this around the outer edges of your design to blend the colours out. Then go back in with that black paint to fill in the void. Add some blush if you want, it's completely optional. Then using your finger, stipple some blood onto the area. Then using a paintbrush, go ahead and apply drips to your eye socket area to make it look like there's blood dripping out from your missing eyeball. To do this, just get a small amount of blood onto your paintbrush, then press down just below where you want the blood to drip, and then drag the paintbrush upwards to your desired area. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. If not, watch what I'm doing. And if you want the blood to drip further or faster, go ahead and apply more blood into the same area that you've just applied it. Add a little bit of extra blood to the sides of your mouth if you should so desire. You then have the optional extra of applying a tiny amount of red paint underneath your real eyeball. And one final optional extra of adding some blood splatter. Do this by applying a small amount of blood onto your paintbrush and then tapping the paintbrush towards your skin. And this is the finished look. I think the total time was just over 20 minutes, so take that one as a reference. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As you can see, it's pretty easy to do and you can get really creative with it, so I hope you guys enjoy and I hope you have fun recreating this or a version of it. whatever you prefer. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to hang around a little while longer, then make sure to hit subscribe wherever it is. Subscribe, I don't know. Come and join the madness, because it gets pretty crazy around here, as you can tell. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a lovely evening, day, morning, whatever it is. And I'll see you when I see you. Get it? See you when I... Yeah. I have blood splatter literally all over my arms. Can anyone see that? Nice little fun fact for you. This is actually the first look that I ever created on a whim by myself, just for fun, just to see if I could. So this is the first way that I ever learned how to do it. It's really easy, fairly simple, and very, very quick to do. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it's easy to follow. It's fairly simple, and I hope you guys have as much fun with it as I first did. And if it wasn't for this beautiful gouged eye, I probably never would have enjoyed makeup of the weird variety as much as I do now. So I have this bad boy right here to thank for this. So yeah, inspiration comes in very strange forms, and this was mine. So I hope it inspires you to find your own weird niche. Find something that makes you feel proud of what you can achieve.